Hey everybody, welcome back to Captain Vitus Anime Reviews, the segment on the Captain Vitus show where we look at an anime and I tell you whether it is worth your time or not, and if it's worth spending those crazy anime prices to add to your collection. As always, I am Ash, and today we're going to be looking at a series again. We've looked at a few movies lately. We're going to look at a series again, and that series is Your Lie in April, so let's get started. So Your Lie in April tells the story of Arima Kosei, who's this child prodigy. He was a child prodigy, you know, he was this incredible pianist, and everyone was like, oh my god, he's so incredible, and he was. And then after the untimely death of his mother, who he didn't have a great relationship with, in fact she was pretty abusive, after her death, he basically can't hear the notes anymore. Like, he's banging on the piano, but he can't hear the notes, so he's kind of like, you know, cursed. Can't hear the notes. He's banging on him, but he can't hear the notes, which is bad if you're a piano player. But anyways, 2 years passed. By the way, that is 2 years to this anime. Problem one, that is not 2 years. I don't know about you Japanese people who are making 10-year-olds I want to bang. I don't know what you're doing. But yeah, anyways, aside from that, this anime takes place 2 years later, and basically, Arima has not been playing piano at all. He hasn't touched the thing because he's scared of it, you know? And then he meets this girl named Kaori Miyazano, I believe. And basically, she's a violinist, and the two of them play together, and she basically becomes that thing that is driving him to get over not being able to hear the notes and try and help him to hear them again. She basically becomes his spiritual guide back into music. And it's lovely. I'm telling you, this anime is absolutely beautiful. Like, I haven't had this much of an emotional reaction to an anime, just in the way it punched you in the gut with emotion, since probably Clannad, which is saying something because Clannad had me crying like a little baby for like a month. So, good? And that's because, like Clannad, this anime has phenomenal characters with not so happy backstories, but ones you can get behind and sympathize with, especially Arima, because you look at his relationship with his mother and it is hard to watch. She is abusive, she's just whacking him, you know, if he does anything wrong, it's an issue, but you know, he's in that mindset where she was dying at the time, so he's just like, I need to be good, I need to play piano good. When she dies and he can't play the notes, you feel that, and you feel his pain as he can't play them. He's very traumatized, and it's really easy to get behind something like that, because it's not to the point where it's annoying, where he's always depressing, because the anime has ways of being like, we're getting too depressing, do something just completely out of nowhere funny, which I appreciate, but at the same time, you really get behind every character and their emotional journey. It's also super easy to get behind them, considering a lot of their backstories are actually told while they are at these music competitions. Like, a lot of these characters, they will be up there, they'll be playing the piano, and then we'll get insight into their backstory, which metaphorically is beautiful, and as a musician myself, I know that music is a great way to convey emotion to other people. It's a great way for musicians to kind of talk to each other. We just will talk to each other through our music, so that alone, at least for me especially, was beautiful. It was beautiful. It made me shed a single tear. Actually made me shed a few. Emotional backstory to music. That would be fun.
A whole week ago, I was sitting in a chair. I was really hungry, so I got a corn dog. I was so happy for the corn dog because I hadn't eaten anything in a while, because I was lazy. So I made the corn dog, I put it in the microwave, and then I ate it. And it didn't taste good, because I think it was in the freezer too long. It was a lone corn dog too, so it reminded me of how I'm alone. It was expired. Expired.
Don't act like you're not impressed with my incredible backstory. Don't. I should also hit on the romance in this anime though, because it is a very prominent feature in there, and as a hopeless romantic myself, it touched me in all the right ways. I mean, because you look at the relationship between Arima and Kaori, and it really is beautiful, because the two of them really just talk through music. This is their thing that they do together, and they're always striving to be better at their craft, so the other one can be proud of them. They're trying to make each other proud, basically. When they're all both vulnerable, you see them lean on each other, which is beautiful to me as well. But most importantly, it's that musical aspect, because all the time they are a thing that is said a lot through this anime is, will it reach her? They want their music to reach each other, you know, to unlock something emotional inside of them. And it always seems to happen, which always seems to make me explode into tears. Speaking of tears, the way this anime ends, like, let me just say, my Facebook chat with all my movie reviewer friends, that thing was exploding with nothing but my sadness for a little bit, before Chase came in and just started saying stupid shit like he always does. But yeah, this thing broke me near the end. Speaking of the ending, not spoiling too much, I just want to touch on how I thought this was one of the best endings I've seen in a while, just because of how incredibly beautiful it was, because it's kind of them just doing their last duet together before the series ends, and visually, it is breathtaking. The way they did this, it is just beautiful, and metaphorically as well, it's also beautiful, and it's just, it made me cry like a little bitch. Really did. Have you heard that Godsmack song, Crying Like a Bitch? That song was like just exploding through my head during this scene. It is just, it's incredible. So in the end, Your Lie in April is great. It is fantastic. I haven't felt this emotionally attached to an anime in a while, which is such a good feeling. This thing, it has great, fantastic characters. It has a great story. It's a tragic one at times, but it's still lighthearted when it needs to be. It's never dramatic too long. You know what I mean? It'll be super dramatic, and then it'll come out of nowhere with something funny that'll make you giggle, and that'll save it for you. And it just has all of that. The music, I touched on the music. I haven't touched on how beautiful the music itself is. I do love classical music, and that is basically all they play. So the music is incredible too. That'll bring a tear to your eye. And this anime is just good all around. For flaws, I would just say, like, there's a love triangle in there that really didn't work for me. It served the story, but it just didn't work for me. But that's really all I can muster up right now. Other than that, I had a great time with this anime. I would highly recommend it. It's a Ramsta-piece. I love that term. Term's too good. And if this thing comes out at a reasonable price, and when I say reasonable price, I mean anime is always so expensive, I'd say max $30. This is 24 episodes. The max should be $30. Then yeah, if you like to be depressed and sad like me, you watch Angel Beats and Clannad all the time, watch this one, and it will have rewatchability, and I'd say, hey, go get it on Blu-ray. It's a wonderful day. Your Lie in April gets an A out of 10. Hey everybody, thank you so very much for watching my video review for Your Lie in April. I want to hear what you think. Have you seen it? Did you like it? Did you not like it? Are you going to see it? Or are you going to skip it? Whatever your thoughts are, leave them in the comment section below because I want to hear them. And as always, guys, if you like this video, be sure to hit that subscribe button so you can stay up to date on all my future uploads. Be sure to hit that like button because it really helps me out. And be sure to leave a comment because I love comments. And hey, you love the video that much, you want to go the extra mile to support the show, consider sharing the video. I would be very much appreciative. Also, you should check out Austin Gaby. This is literally the last day I am required to yell out Austin Gaby's name on this channel, and I will gladly do so with passion this time. Go check out Austin Gaby's channel. He won our Oscar Bet tournament. Go check him out. Go check out Cinema Darling too, because he's on that channel a lot. And check out Cinema Darling, because she's close to 100 subs, and I want her to get to 100 subs. Help my wife get to 100 subs, okay? But most importantly, stay classy. Ooh. Yeah, so this is normally the part where I say a funny joke and you all go, ah, ah. But I actually wanted to make a few announcements just for tomorrow, because tomorrow is actually going to be busy for me, which is great because I'm closing at Target tonight, so I'm going to just be exhausted anyway. And basically tomorrow we're getting a new Nintendo Direct, and what I'm going to do, since you've seen, if you've been watching the channel recently, you know I've really fallen in love with the art of the Google Hangout. And I think I'm actually going to do one of those for the Nintendo Direct, so that'll be at 4 p.m. MST. And if you want to come by, see my live reactions to the Nintendo Direct, it'll be a live trailer reaction, guys. We all know those get views. Undeserved too. But yeah, guys, come check that out at 4 p.m. and then at 8 p.m. at Mountain Standard Time. the new episode of Month in Review is going to come up. So get hyped for that as well. Get hyped for both the Hangouts tomorrow. I am going to be exhausted because there's 2 other videos I need to work on too. So yeah, guys, get hyped and stay classy again. Ow, my eye.